man. Now we live on a little something. We live on a little something called YouTube.
Hi YouTube, man. You guys are the greatest, man. You guys are the greatest platform in the world, man. You guys are way better than Facebook, man. Holy
now you live on Facebook.
Facebook, man. Listen, man. You guys are the most passionate group. You guys comment on every single post, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, but start on YouTube, man. That's what we need y'all for sure.
Bang bang. All right, commercial. Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on that shoulder.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops?
What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask Boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah!
Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet day.
Man, I don't even know.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won it.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations!
That's legendary.
Yeah, yo, what's good? It's your boy Beanut, aka Dash Resource. I got my man Stack and SMED.
What's up, everybody, man? How's everybody doing? Man, I want to take a moment, man, to tell everybody that's watching us on YouTube to like, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop content like we're dropping today.
Yeah.
You guys, the Legendary People podcast on YouTube, so that's where you want to go if you're watching us on Facebook. After the show is over or even right now, open up your YouTube and go to the Legendary People podcast. We also got a Twitter now, man. Wow. So you want to follow us on Twitter, you can search the Legendary People podcast or add us if you want to mention us, and we'll read your tweet live on the air. And it's at the Godcast Kings. At the Godcast Kings on Twitter. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. We want to be really active on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all our other social media platforms. Welcome to the Legendary People podcast. I'm SMED, aka SMED Malak Yahawada. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. That's right, man. SMED Malak Yahawada, you guys. And we are broadcasting live from T-Shirt Kings, t-shirtkings247.com. Go for your mouth, Camera Kings. Camera King Studios. We are running a special at T-Shirt Kings where you get 50 T-shirts for $250, and we're doing that so businesses and people who want to start their own clothing line or just sell T-shirts, be a designer, or have something to sell on the side, you got a chance to buy something and turn it around quickly. So 50 shirts for $250 right here at T-Shirt Kings. Every Sunday, my brother Peanut Johnson teaches you how to get a big old bag from selling stocks and investing your money the right way. So sell stocks, not dope, every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel on YouTube. Like and subscribe that channel as well. We invite everybody to go to Sheik's for breakfast. They have the best breakfast in the city by far. Sheik's for breakfast. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you're ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some Kiara wine. You can contact Antoine Cunningham on Facebook, or you can pick it up at More for Less. Last but not least, the shoparea.com is owned by a queen. And the shoparea.com is like the baby Amazon. Delivery is always free from the store to your door in 4 business days. That's the shoparea.com. So you guys make sure that you check out all of the sponsors. We also want to give a special shout out to Angelina Jackson, who did win the primary yesterday for Common Please Judge. So we just wanted to salute her. She came and she was a part of our podcast, and now she's got a bigger fish to fry by winning the November election, and she will actually be the Common Please Judge that we all look to have, somebody that's going to represent us and represent us well and do a great job all the way around. You know, sometimes we need a little bit of tough love, but you want a judge sitting on that bench who's going to administer it the right way. So Angelina Jackson for judge coming up this November. Okay, Angelina Jackson for judge. The campaign continues. And so now, with all of that, without further ado, my brother Peanut Johnson, over to you,
Bro, I was hoping you would have messed up, bro. You bodied that again, bro.
Yeah,
Not
man.
again, bro.
Yeah.
And seriously, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you dropped your heat, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Kwaku, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My guy with a second investment group, you know what I'm saying? The youngest all black head in Ohio. But it ain't about me, you feel me?
Yeah.
So we here because we do legendary podcasts, legendary people, legendary stories. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we gotta talk about things that are interesting to our people, but we also have someone very, very special with you. Miss Angelaheanacho, right? And
Yes.
she got something that she want to tell us before we even get started, which is...
Peanut, give me the point.
So you happy, man?
This is the greatest day ever, man. Peanut, nothing else got said before Peanut got a point taken.
Nothing.
Thank you.
To show you.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
man.
So here's
Yes.
our Legendary podcast. Let's find out the origin of our legends without further ado. Where did you grow up first?
I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Okay.
in my younger part of my life. And then in my teenage years almost, we moved up here to Baton Rouge, to Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. But before we go that far, so are there some early influences that you can pinpoint back in those days, or some of the cultural influences that kind of made you to who you are today?
Yeah, because it's a different culture. Louisiana is more about, you know how the Africans got their culture?
Mm-hmm.
Well, our culture is similar to that, you know. Like we got the filet gumbo, we got the fish, we got the cooking, we got the loving, you know.
Yeah.
Everything, we got the blues, we got everything that comes to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
So we're wrapped up in that,
Right.
you know. So that's basically our culture.
Right.
You know, like we come out on the porch early in the morning time with a cup of coffee and here come our neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got that friendliness about us. You know,
So,
it's a little different than us.
so like, what are some of the like spiritual influences from there?
Well, I think everybody knows spiritual influences, voodoo, witchcraft, all kinds of magic,
Yeah.
you know.
So what is voodoo?
Voodoo is calling up spirits.
Mm.
And it's you know, some people think that it's it works for the best, and you know, if I put voodoo on this person, he'll love me, and that's not true, because once you conjure up those spirits, you know, then it may be hard to handle, especially if they don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
What is a spirit?
A spirit is a being without a body.
Mm.
So, and it could be a heavenly spirit or it could be a demonic spirit. You know what I
And
mean? Like normally we call the angels spirit, godly spirits, you know, they're angels. We call Satan demonic spirits, which is evil spirits. And a lot of people, that's what they deal in. Mostly the evil spirits, but some get some mixed up and call them good because they're doing what they want, but it's a price to pay for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll do what you want.
So I always had this thing, right? And I always thought about this, right? Where if you calling out on the wrong name, even if you feel like it's in positive light, such as, let's say, Yahushua.
let's say Jesus.
Yeah, for instance, like Jesus. Because I remember getting into this religious debate with someone, I don't care what denomination you are, I'm just talking about my actual way of thinking. And this does not represent the views of Legendary People Podcast. Right?
No,
I
go ahead.
got to do this thing. But so I was talking to him about it, and I was saying if the J wasn't even invented when this person was alive, his name could not start with a J. It's not what Mama called him. And he told me that when he calls to this Jesus, he gets exactly what he asked for. Could that be a evil spirit that's given to him, or are you saying because it's still in the name of who you think it should be positive, like that it will be positive still?
Well, is it going according to the Bible?
Well, from the Bible that's printed with Jesus in it.
Okay. And do he serve Jesus?
Yes.
Okay, then that's his name for him. You know, we can't just keep putting a handle on Jesus' name. Okay, he's Yahweh, he's Joshua. You know, whatever you call him, if you call him in love and peace and it's going according to that Bible, then yeah.
But in the Bible it says that our God is a jealous God, so he wouldn't like you calling him by the wrong. I'm pretty sure I could have called SMED.
Right, though, right?
Right.
You said, is it the wrong name?
Yeah, is it the wrong name?
Historically, it is.
That cannot be the name of that.
Because there is a school of thought that Jesus comes from Jah and Zeus.
Yeah.
And these two things are put together, and you got Jazus, which is Jesus, which is the combination of the Greek god who took over the Israelites and put them into captivity.
Yeah.
And then, so you're bringing them together. And this Jazus
Is
is,
that what he's calling Jesus?
well, Jazus is like,
Etymology of Jesus.
yeah, so Jesus is forming out of this word Jazus. There's no J or E in the Hebrew language, and this J that we're using is exactly what it looks like. It's a hook that goes into the mouth of someone and leads them astray.
Oh no, and then that's how when I asked you, is it going according to the Bible? You know.
Well, it is for someone who isn't conscious of what's happening. Like, for example, like their intent and their zeal is good, you know, but they don't know that they're being tricked into doing something that they're not really trying to do.
That's them being deceived. Okay, so if you know this person is being deceived and it's not according to the Bible, then that's your honorable job is to correct that person because you will be held in account for that.
But is the Bible in itself the deceit? Because I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is there are a lot of names that are whitewashed in the Bible. I mean, when we're talking about the name of Jesus, or we're talking about Adam, or we're talking about, like, there's nobody actually in the Middle East with the name of John or Paul or Peter. These names are purposely given an English tint to them in order for them to feel like the people that they're being that's talking about, these people and these disciples of Christ, are white.
Yeah.
And it just like if we go in an Arab store right now, okay, and we say, "What's up, bro? What's your name?" And he says, "My name's Michael. My name's John." You know that is not his birth name, and he's giving you a fake name in order to either blend in or just because he don't want you to know what his real name is. And so we should feel the same way when we read a name in the Bible that's saying Peter. It's completely unnatural.
Okay. That being said, completely unnatural. And it's true. But does that make the Bible void? Because their names is not what their names is? Does that make your God any less than who you really are?
No, it doesn't.
But
It doesn't.
goes back to slavery. Okay? Because what they had to do was to get the slaves to,
Be obedient.
to be obedient to them. They had to whitewash some things, but that does not make the Bible a non-effect. They used it to their own purpose, So, but when we do leave this earthly realm and go to the heavenly realm, because see, all of us is not from Africa. All of us is not from all
Agreed.
the different parts that
Right.
we're from.
Agreed.
We're not from there.
Agreed. Agreed.
So, therefore, that does not make the Bible not a fact. It's still a fact. You still got Jesus. You still got God. You know, the same. So, the ones that don't know this are the ones that we need to reach out to. You know, and be held accountable for this because we might be the only God they see. You know, we might be the only righteous that they see.
So I've had the inopportune time to read the Bible 3 times, front to back, and of course you see the glaring misconceptions. Or I mean, to me, you can tell that there's several different writers there. You have a school of thought that says that. But there's one part that I always remember, and I'm telling anybody to get your favorite book out. Don't get the book that you got printed. Go get Big Mama's book. The very last verse of the Bible says, anybody who alters, changes, or does anything to the Bible will be damned to hell. So how can we say that that's in the Bible, in Scripture, and we know these names have been changed, and it says on the front of the book, revised by a king, which whoever we want to say, a white King James or a black King James, whoever want to say it. Anybody who alters or changes this Bible will be damned to hell. The very last words of the Bible is that. So is it okay for them to whitewash it because it serves their purpose?
Listen, can we and I appreciate your point, okay, but I want to turn the corner on the Bible, all right, because I don't think that that's necessarily what we are here for. I wanted to ask you more about some of the things that you do that are outstanding and that I am like 100% interested in, okay? So we were talking about and let me change this camera angle real quick. So we were talking about when people leave this earthly realm and what are spirits, okay? A spirit is, one more time, what is a spirit or soul?
It's literally without a body. A spirit does not have a body.
Right.
It's literally without a body. Whether or not it's an angelic spirit or a demonic spirit. Okay. This day and time we're in spiritual warfare.
Right.
And it's certain people God is setting up to fight this battle because it is a battle. You know? So He's giving out the people, we already had gifts. Okay? They just wasn't developed. Now they're being developed. And these gifts that we're getting, it's not easy gifts. These are gifts that you're going to suffer for. You're going to pay for these gifts. Because, but...
What gifts?
Huh?
What gifts?
Okay, there's the gift of healing. There's the gift of dreams. There's the gift of prophecy. You know? It's something good. Clairvoyance, some of that.
So, where do spirits come from? Is it when people pass away, they become a spirit or a soul at that point? And is a spirit and a soul the same thing? And I'm asking these questions not because I actually don't know the answer to these, and so I'm not asking to disagree with you at all.
They take on another form of the heavens, okay? And they have a spiritual body without the flesh. See, they don't live in the flesh no more. The flesh is only here down on earth. You know. So everything becomes different about that person. It's just a spirit. Now we got the heavenly realms of spirits. We got the first and second heaven, which is the demonic. Okay, because they got heaven too. God's in the third. Okay, that's what because you're in heaven all the time. You know, that's what angels say.
Is heaven a physical place?
Yeah, heaven is a spiritual place, but also you gotta look at it. I think, now this is just my opinion, I think it's spiritual, and I also think that it's
somewhat physical.
Somewhat physical.
Because, well, and the reason why I'm saying that is because if I pass away, okay, and Beanut passed away, like, will we be able to see each other in this new dimension that we go to and recognize that each other are each other's souls there?
I think so. I think that if we go into the same place, because I don't think that.
I think we will.
But you already reading the room already,
I I know. Well, this a good bro right here, so I'll be worried about myself a little more. But I would think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not the one to judge.
It would be that unfair for you not to know who your brother was or not.
Yeah.
You know what kind of guy is that? But I do think the appearance will be in a heavenly body because of the flesh is gone. But you will still see. You will still know because you got soul ties, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And so when so is that where the spirits that are? Well, go ahead.
So like I remember back in the day, right, where like you would be thinking about somebody and then they'll call your house phone. That's a soul tie. Like you can't physically see that person. Your physical, there's not a physical body there, but you can feel like, man, I'm gonna go on with bro. Your phone ringing, is bro on the phone.
Yeah, that could be a soul tie, or it could be you guys thinking about each other, and it's the attraction that you bring in because y'all so close. You know, you can feel when something is wrong with your mama, or your daddy, or your sister. You know.
Yeah.
Soul ties can be multiple people, multiple things. You know, you have soul ties too.
And when we dealing with a spirit, yeah, or a soul, so when we pass on, okay, and do we then decide whether we would like to be a good spirit that could attach themselves to people, or a bad spirit that could attach themselves to people, or where do these spirits come from that could attach themselves to someone and, you know, cause them harm or make their life contentious?
Now see, we're born on the earth. These spirits that you're talking about was born in the heavens.
Oh.
We are earth. So if we die, and wherever our spirit goes, that's where our spirit is going to be eternally. You know what I mean?
So when someone gets out for, say, like a Ouija board, and they say, I want to talk to my cousin that passed. That ain't their cousin that passed.
They're talking to a spirit. That's a familiar spirit. That was because what the Ouija board does, it brings in a familiar spirit that has been in that person's life or in their family life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they're very familiar with this person because they got a good communication line. Spirits have good communication lines, and that's a familiar spirit that knows everything about your mama, everything about your daddy, and then they pretend to be that person.
That makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm. But is there another spirit that could come in and intervene, that could act on your behalf to fight and keep that spirit from deceiving you?
Mm-hmm. It's a spirit that can come in, which is the spirit of God, which is, you know, the heavenly spirit and the heavenly realm that would stop you right then. Okay?
Stop the earthly person from
stop that spirit.
Stop that spirit.
Right then. And then things get turned upside down because you're not supposed to be giving to that anyway. You know,
yeah.
Boards and all that kind of stuff. So if you're a godly person, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. But you just so curious, you miss your mama so bad. Just want to talk to her.
Yeah.
And so you somebody convinces you to do this.
Right.
Now, we already know that. Angels already know that, you know, we weak right now. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
You know, to protect you. So that's what happened, and you'll be protected regardless of whatever that familiar spirit say to you or do or whatever. And then gradually along the line, someone or something or even an angel, you know, or you'll get the thought, that wasn't my mom, that's some hokey stuff, you know. Mm. But then you think, it had to be because they said this and they said that. But until someone corrects you, or you be corrected and convicted by the Holy Spirit, then you're messing with things that you shouldn't even really be messing with.
Can a dark energy, a dark soul, can it actually physically hurt you?
They can physically hurt you if you're not if you're not covered, okay? Because see, we have a covering. And if you're not covered, or either God just bring your hedge down a little bit just to show you that you are being covered, but I'm gonna need Yeah, I'm need you to go through this so you can know I am who I am. You know. So yeah, a spirit can physically hurt you. A spirit can physically make you sick.
Can a spirit kill you?
Now, I'm gonna put it like this. I believe that if you're out of the hands of God and you're doing what you want to do, okay, and you done went to that point to where you think you it and you know, and it's all, yeah, I believe a spirit can kill you. I really do. Now, but they gotta get permission before they try to kill you. You know, don't nothing get done without Jesus putting his stamp on it. Nothing. Your life in this realm, it has a number on it. It has a day on it that you're gonna leave here. Now, I think some people can rush their life, but you know, but it has a number. And if you know, one of God's children, then no spirits can't kill you no way. They have to go to God, you know. They can't just, I'm gonna go and kill this person. Or somebody set this person up to get killed. It don't go like that. God tear this whole earth up over here.
Are there spirits in here with us right now?
Yeah. Yes. Spirits is everywhere.
I hope they're enjoying the podcast, by the way.
Spirits is everywhere. Do you know as many people as on this earth is way more spirits?
Yes. I always believe that. I always feel like out of all of the wars and the death, I mean, I always thought that maybe like we get recycled back into life with all this stuff. I thought it's that school of thought I was thinking of that there's too many souls that die every single day. Like people are dying right now. Like every 15 seconds people die in car accidents. Every something like there's too many souls leaving here to go to one place or two places.
Well, but do spirits have children?
Well, you're talking about the Neanderthalians.
Well, not only that, but the reason why I asked you that is because we were talking about how spirits are actually born into the spirit realm, and so how are they produced and manifested, or do spirits die?
Spirits. Okay. Back in Noah days, when the sons of God seen the beautiful women and they wanted to marry them, they had kids by them. They actually,
yeah.
They had the giants. Okay.
Right.
All those kids didn't die. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Shaq, yeah, I mean,
it ain't no way because we got still
7 foot, 8 foot. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're more spirit being the children's are. That's where all this magic and all this other stuff come from. Because you remember the angel Azrael, he was the one who brought that down here. You know, and then when they got to marrying the women and having children, that seed is still going. That seed has not stopped. You know, it's just that they giants and they got powers.
What about reincarnation? Can people come back?
That's something that personally I haven't really even thought about. I don't think about me being reincarnated. I don't want to come back. You know, so
there have been kids that came back and they knew things like that were from a past life, and they even at one point knew who their past girlfriend was, and the girlfriend was literally still breathing. He was back like I remember you. I remember our first date.
Yeah.
So like
sometimes you have to get premonitions like I felt like I was here before. Okay, but you could even say that's a part of reincarnation. You were somewhere before. Well, I believe once you're created, you don't never die no way. So
there you go. We all agree for once, right now.
Well, you only die. I mean, you only die to the you do die, okay, to the people who would miss you.
Okay.
But to the person who actually changes form or changes energy, you don't. You just go to a different vibe. Just like I could move to another state. you know, or be in another place, and you guys don't see me for that period of time. You're like it would.
Then somebody could die and meet you where you at, and see, because these are different. We are all energy.
Yeah.
You know, but it's however the Creator wanted to be. So, you know, like I said, once you create it, it's no death. Period. You die to your loved ones, like you said. You know, you don't see them no more. And people don't put so many emphasis on death that it's so sad thing. It's just so sad. Look, it's not sad.
So.
But the other day, let me bring this up because we had a podcast in here the other day, right? And we was talking about how this world works and how wicked you have to be to play in this system of things, okay? And then the things that you have to do in order to actually get on top. You never know what you may have to do to protect the things that you've done. And a lot of the times, like, morality will come into question. And I said to my brothers here that then at that point, this world is not for me.
Right.
And they asked me, like, SMED, are you okay? Do you want to die? SMED, are you okay? Do you want to die? And I said, no, I'm not suicidal. But the thought of death does not make me feel bad. It just well, I just think that it's like man, if you indeed are trying to live a righteous life and this whole setup is built on unrighteousness, and you can go to a place where righteousness is rewarded, accepted, and practiced on the regular, that's not a bad thing. In the same way that when we came here, we had people here to show us around, your mother, father, family, and your social network. Like, it's up to us to go to another place to get prepared for them once they come again. So, like, for our kids, or if your kids go before you, they all prepare these things in order for when you get there, for them to take the shock out of it and show you around.
Yeah, and that's a good point because
That sounds so good.
it's people. Have you ever seen a person die? Have you ever actually seen somebody just leave?
Yeah.
No comment.
Okay. Okay. I have also. I've seen an older gentleman just, die, and when he looked up, he was smiling. To me, that's somebody that he's familiar with. His
greeting him.
They coming to get him.
My Markel Roston died at my store. He got shot. Okay, Markel was a very funny person. Like, he would play he just funny. He come in very loud all the time. So he got shot outside my store. Came, knocked on the door, fell out right there on the sidewalk in front of my shop. So we trying to stay up, bro. Please don't die. All of this, calling the police. He didn't have any blood. He got shot in a place where it was no blood leaking out. So we was trying to figure out, like, what was going on. And in a moment, Markel smiled so much that I said, man, are you playing? But he wasn't. He died right there. And that's exactly what you said. Wow. He seen something that brought a smile to his face in the midst of death. I put that on everything that I love, man. My brother Tay Boogie, man, we stayed with him until he passed away, Cleveland Clinic.
We seen somebody he loved, somebody that was coming to get him.
We was all with him the whole time. Like, your mind starts to download, right? When you're passing away, like, it's flushing out all of your memories, and you get to, like, babbling damn near, just saying shit that don't make any sense to us. But, man, he was going through so many different phases where he was saying all kind of shit and laughing and coming back in. He would go off on these downloads, is what I'm calling it, just babbling, and then he would come back in and say something that was completely coherent with what we were talking to him about on his deathbed. And I'm talking about, we're talking to the final hours, and what you're saying is so real in that aspect that, yes, you get greeted by people coming to take you home, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times, and I know. See, you gotta, if you dig deep within your soul, you got a lot of answers in your own soul. You know what I mean? And God also lets you experience these situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you can know. He said, I took the sting out of death. I don't believe when a person gets shot 20 times and they're a godly person that they actually feel it. I don't believe that because he took the sting out of it.
Oh.
And what I do believe is when whoever is coming to get him, who is whatever, you know, before they leave, they see that person, and if that's a bad spirit coming to get him. Because see, when you do wrong, a bad spirit can come and get you.
Yeah.
Then that's fright. And when you see fright, you know that ain't right. You know what I
That's
mean?
bars, man.
Yeah, that was
You see what I'm saying?
hard.
So,
Here's another point you talk about.
one more. So yeah, so that's that's basically.
Dang, man.
So I just want to get into some of the things like so like they have this thing of like the of the other cult, which is like the Illuminati. They practice in blood sacrifice and
Love you,
things of
bro.
that nature. Do you feel that them doing that they can gain power or favor on earth by them doing these things, or just a ritualistic thing that doesn't have power to it at all?
Well, see, you gotta look at it. It's the blood that has the power in it, because Jesus shed His blood in everything that God does. Satan will imitate. You see what I'm saying? So Jesus died on that cross for us. He shed His blood. That blood had power. Before Jesus had power anyway, but he gave us the power after He left. That was that blood. So the way they think, okay, but this is Satan. You gotta look at Satan. He want to be like God, so he wants blood sacrifices so you can get in power, and you can have money, and you can have this, and you can have that. You might sacrifice your mama, your dad. You know how they do, from what they say. Yeah, it's power in that because he's getting it. I mean, you know what I mean? Satan got powers, but he don't have the powers he used to have. You know what I mean? God gave us the power that He has, but we have to know how to use that power. We got to be responsible with that power. He's not just gonna give you power if you just gonna go out here and just, throw it around like I'm this or I'm gonna do this. God don't do that. And when God, He gives you a little bit at a time. He can't give you it all at once. That's why I said His children, they suffer a lot. Because He got to make sure, that you're going to be obedient to Him. But their God ain't nothing but trying to be a replica of our God. That's all. So that's what I'm doing. And if people really see Him, they'll be like, you following that, you know what I mean? You got power, but He ain't got that power that God got. But yeah, that's how it starts. Get all that money. That's their thing,
Okay. Does God get jealous or angry? Yes.
He really do.
But think about these things though. So to me, anger is normally caused from surprise. Okay, you like somebody does something, you didn't see it coming, and you're angry at the thing that they did.
Yeah.
How could the Most High get angry if He's written the whole script for everything that's going to play out?
I missed it.
He knows everything that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's what people get
Before it happens.
Yeah, He knows before it happens. But this is the thing. This is just my belief.
Yeah.
My belief is He got feelings, regardless. You know something's gonna happen, right? But you so hoping that they might change their mind and ask for forgiveness, or
Mm.
So it don't make him. I think it mostly disappoints him, but he already knew. And I understand your question. That's a hard question because if you know something coming, you're gonna try not to get angry. But if it comes, you're gonna still get angry. He's jealous.
Or let's go here too, because these are Go ahead.
We said that I just want to add to this point. Because this is school of thought. What I heard and what I've learned was that God gives us the tools, but the perversion of man is what he's mad about or upset about. Like he gave us functioning genitalia to produce babies, right? And they'll say perversion of man will be the abomination. I'm not going to do that, whatever, right? It's the perversion of man. Like if he gave us the tools to do science, this and a third, to start to imitate God, to try to create life, that's the perversion of man. It's not really I don't think he sees the perversion of man. I think he had his glass out for it, thinking he made us perfect, and he made us flawed, but he didn't think the perversion of man would get to that. Like it's the same way when we look at our own kids. Like I can set my kid up with a bank account, a job, this and a third, and then he go take his car and then run somebody over. I'm like, I knew that was a possibility, but it's the perversion of my son doing that, not the thing that I matched you out to do.
Right. I think that too.
I think that what gets perverted mostly, so when we're talking about the Bible, okay, and any sacred text for that matter, because all of them basically they come from the Bible, and then even going before that, you got other Babylonian texts that when the children of Israel was in captivity in Babylon, they learned some of these ancient texts and some of these ancient stories, and then they wrote it and they paraphrased a lot of it, and that's how we're getting some of this Genesis information, where you're going through just like huge gaps of time, but it's essentially paraphrased down as to how things were created, so on and so forth. But I think that I kind of lost track of my for real point was so with the Bible in itself, the Bible has profound wisdom in there. You got Book of Proverbs, you got Ecclesiasticus, you got a lot of principles, even the dietary law that's telling us what not to eat and things that we and even the sacrificial, the ceremonial law, all of these laws, the civil law, all of these things are great in it principle wise. I agree with these things, okay? But there are some details in the Bible that I disagree with, and I feel like that they perverted the Most High by saying these things about the Most High. Being angry is one. Being jealous is one. It says the Bible teaches us that the Most High made us in his image and in his likeness. So normally the things that upset us would upset the Creator if the Creator is able to be upset, seeing how he did write the script to everything. So the person watching the movie is capable of being upset, but the actual script writer, while watching it, he knows what's going to unfold. So him being angry about something doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Same thing with jealousy in the Most High. Like, for example, man. Let's take man, for example. Would it be okay if God made man, but man wasn't perfect? I mean, is it okay if God isn't necessarily perfect, but still powerful and still good? I mean, according to the Bible, the Most High changed his mind a couple of times. He did. And so with that being said, if he's capable of questioning a decision that he made, then everything could, I say it with just all the respect in the world to not be offensive to the Most High, but he knows that I'm his son, so it's okay for me to say these things that they're saying about the Most High. It gives us room to say, he maybe wasn't perfect, and nor do we want to be perfect. We imperfect. We are his reflection, and it's okay. But when you're trying to say like God banished Satan from heaven, right? And then you create man and put him right there in the playpen with this devourous spirit that's only built and hell bent on tearing down God's creation. And we kind of like babies to this killer, and when the killer deceives us, you get mad at me.
Yeah, well, see, that's not how God operates. I don't think.
Right. Me neither.
I don't think
Me
God
neither.
operates
I don't
like
think so either. I don't.
Because he wouldn't put us in a den of lions, and then we just got here. You know what I mean? I don't think that's, because I don't think that's where it went. I just think that we were supposed to have we were supposed to have a good life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When all this stuff started happening, it's because God created man in his image. Satan got mad. That's when he really got mad. Oh, you're going to create a man out of dust that's going to look like you. And here I've been here with you all this time, and even though you put all this glory in me, and I still don't have your status yet, you know, even though he's over most of the angels in heaven.
Yeah.
So if you're going to make man, I want your status too. I want man to worship me. I'm like, no. You know, I'm not going to have man worship you. So that being the case, I think that's where everything went wrong.
Mm.
So I have two combative things. Like, so him saying, like, if you know that you're the person they're gonna see when they come to heaven, why would you tell them no, they shouldn't worship you if you're not a just God? That's one. Part two is he has done this before. Put somebody right in the lion's den. The story of Job is where he literally let that happen to a person that literally followed the letter of the law.
Yeah.
So he's done it before, and he also burned his place down. You know, flood and everything like
But
that.
when he put him in that lion's den, he rescued him, right? He sent the angels, but that was to teach somebody else something, not them. But they had the faith to know that these lions is not going to eat us because we serve a real God. So that's almost like a debate. We really don't know. Only thing we can do is ask God to reveal it to us.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree.
That's a great point.
I agree, but that's my point about the Bible in general, is that some of these stories, and then like all of the different versions of the Bible and the denominations that fall out of the Bible, and this ain't just with the Bible, but you have these same fallouts in Islam, you got these same fallouts in the Torah readers and Judaism and yeah, Christians, right, all of them. And so, but man, it's like the fallout from the disagreements is like bloody wars and death and destruction and like Christ dying for men's sin. You know, like that's another concept to me that it bothers me, because I just don't feel like Christ having to die, this blood sacrifice for men who they don't even care, bro. They don't even care, bro.
And also, you gotta think about this. Also, is like I remember when they were worshiping a golden
calf.
You know, so a golden calf, right? And they also were saying, you know what I mean, like you shouldn't be sacrificing animals for the weather or for crops and things of that nature. You turn around and sacrifice to like that don't make sense to me. It's like that's a contradiction. Like that's what he's saying. Okay, you guys are not slaughter animals, but we're gonna slaughter my son instead.
Well, I think.
And we're kind of getting off kilter. We're gonna get back to spirit.
Yeah, because
But we this just a build, though.
That was just like a peace offering.
Yeah.
But
You know.
yeah. So I also want to ask you. So we're on this whole thing of evil being put on you, right? So let's talk about some things that happen in everyday life with people
Very
that.
good.
That,
Nice.
All right. So when women say the very first food they want to cook for you is spaghetti, and it's the time of the month, what is that, and what is the reason behind it? Where does the inception of putting blood in people's food to feed it to them?
Because, I mean, if you look at what women do, and these are women that's in witchcraft, blood, it comes back to the blood. The blood got power in it. You know, but if you're a man of God, that's not going to work on you no way. Remember I told you the machine? If you're going through that machine is intended to crush you,
Yeah.
but you just feel the pressure. Well, that's almost the same as this witchcraft that they're doing.
Right.
You know, they think if I put this blood in this man's spaghetti, he's gonna want me more, he'll never leave me, and this and this and that. But if that man is with the Most High, and he don't want to be with you no way if you're gonna be doing that to him, he's with the Most High. You know, he find out you're doing that to him, he's gonna leave you alone anyway. But that's not how they think.
Right.
Our love spells real.
Yeah, spells is real.
Oh my God, I know a story.
Yeah, spells
But
is real.
well, come on, let me hear your story,
All right,
Peanut.
all
But
right,
we gotta get.
I I knew this female, right, who told me, and I'm not gonna put your name out there, right? She literally loved this dude, right? To like loved him to the core. He had a bout with some type of medical thing where he used to have like seizures or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She did that love spell. They broke up, and now she has seizures. Swear.
Yeah, and I believe you, and I believe her, because whatever you do to somebody, like a friend of mine told me, she said, somebody told me to do a spell for me to lose weight, and she said I did it. She said it worked. She said I got sick. She said I got so sick. She said that she couldn't even get up out of bed. So anytime you're dealing with the demonic and Satan, you gonna pay a price for whatever you asked him for. You know.
How do you know if a spell has been put on you?
Remember I was just telling you about the machine?
You're gonna feel the pressure.
You're gonna feel the pressure, but it ain't gonna crush. I had a spell put on me.
Oh, okay, let's talk about it. Wait. Let's talk about
That'll be in a different session because it's a long story.
We here for this. Look, we here. All right. So talk about when somebody put a spirit on you, and what were some of the things that you felt when you knew it? Like what were some of the things?
Okay, this is the way that you can tell when somebody done put a spell on you. Very forgetful. Mine is just your mind. I mean, you lose track of time. You know. Little things that you used to love, you don't love to do it no more. Things like that, you know. Now, I'm not saying that God ain't gonna not let you go through some things. How you gonna know how to fight if you don't go through some things?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's little things like that. Some people even get sick. It all depends on what kind of spell these people trying to put on you.
Right. What about a money spell?
I don't know about money. I don't do spells.
I've heard of a money spell before where like people like build an altar and they will put together things like that that's supposed to bring you prosperity and money. Is that a true thing or a false thing?
I guess if you look at it with an open mind, all of it can be true. You know, because one ain't gonna be true without the other. You know, it just depends on the degrees these people is. Cause see, you got the little spell people. You got the big, what you want to call those, the priests. You got the priests and the cardinals and all that kind of stuff. That's over this witchcraft. You got higher levels. You know, there's levels in that demonic, just like it's levels in God. There's levels in the demonic too. And so unless you keep yourself protected.
How do you protect yourself?
You keep yourself protected by the word of God. You keep yourself protected by Him. You keep yourself in the word. Keep yourself loyal to Him, because you got a hedge around you. If you with Him, you got a hedge. Can't nothing hurt you. Witchcraft can't. It might hurt you, might sting you, so you can learn or push you closer to Him, because it's gonna do one of two things. It's gonna make you move away from Him, or it's gonna push you close to Him. It's gonna make you either fault Him, or it's gonna make you love Him even more for bringing you out.
So I got a question. What about the other denominations, such as the people that are Shaolin monks? Because somebody's put a spirit on them, and he has no protection because he's not in the Word of God. He has his own worship. He worships.
Well, he probably worship witchcraft anyway. Most of that stuff is witchcraft.
Buddha's witchcraft.
Look, I don't mess with people's religion. I don't get off in the saying this is that. I don't do that. Because that's their own personal thing, just like you my own personal thing. And I wouldn't want nobody talking about him.
Right.
So I don't get off into that.
Okay. So what about horoscopes? Do you believe in horoscopes?
I believe that they're accurate.
Okay.
I believe that, but then you still messing with something that's unknown, you know. But I don't get off in the horoscopes either. Okay. Some things I stay away from because I got a path that I'm going.
You are so good at segments. I know you're good now, but I'm gonna ask you because you said I got a path. Have you heard of life path number?
I haven't. I haven't heard of life path number.
SMED, this is your segue. This is where you're supposed to win it, champ.
Well, I think that the Most High gives us tools that we can use in order to just seek and sort out our highest positive purpose in life. Okay. So each person that is born, their birthday adds up to a particular number. It's either 1 through 9, or you have master numbers that will fall on the double digit numbers, which is 11, 22, or 33. And when you read the characteristics of these numbers, that it's like numerology. I mean, I know you're familiar with that. And so, like, each number rings at a certain vibration, and it just kind of just tells you different characteristics about people that are born with this numerical value by their birth date.
And before you finish, I'm gonna have you put it in there. I'm not gonna make you say your birthday on live. Well, we're gonna get your life path number. You just put it in there, and we're gonna get your life path number. Put the numbers in there.
Which one you put my birthday in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But-
you can see this explain.
Well, just that in general, you know, it kind of sets you for different things that you may be good at in life, because all of us are born with unique talents and gifts that we have from God. And though the life path kind of just,
Is this like numerology? Because I don't really believe in that.
well, it's
We can see
You
how,
do-
we
you-
see
you-
how true it is.
you actually, without you knowing, you participate in it. Just all of us do, because we all use numbers, and we all assign value to numbers. Like,
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
well, you
That's how I learned about it.
right. Well, this is you learning about it now, but it's not. It's
Yeah, we ain't gonna force you, though, but yeah,
right. Well, I'll give you an example. Okay, so my birthday is 8/7/75. Okay, you add up each number: 8 plus 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5. Okay, and that all adds up to the number 37. And then you reduce that 37 down to one single digit by adding 3 plus 7, which gets you to 10. And then you reduce that 10 down. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So my life path number is 1. All right, and then you look up the characteristics of a life path number 1. And the life path characteristics of a number 1 is normally somebody that is independent, being a business owner, being creative. It's a father vibe. So 1 is father, 2 is mother, 3 is like a child, which is spelt with a lot of creativity. 4 is representing of balance and organization. And 4 is a very interesting number, because a lot of important things all have 4 in it, like the word help, the word love, the 4 letters in the tetragrammaton that speaks to the Most High's name, YHWH, Yahweh. That's 4. And then you got balance, a table. And then you also have the 4 seasons. Then you also have north, south, east, and west, the 4 directions. So 4 is like,
And 4 is the angel number, so now I'm beginning
well,
to understand.
444.
4 is the angel number.
Exactly. So that's when you know that you're on the right path, and these angels are around. So these numbers all have their different attributes, like the number 7. Like, let's say that your life path number was a number 7. According to the work that you're doing and according to the things that you're interested in, it would line right up, right, with what you're doing. But the thing about with numbers is that I didn't know I was a number 1, so sought out to be a business owner. Okay, with your life path number, these things you figure it out after you're already in your mode. But if we could teach our children to say, listen, hey, you're a number 1. You should think about trying to have your own business. You might thrive in that area. To just give them that nudge, because the Most High should definitely put tools on earth in order for us to take advantage of, in order for us to better serve Him. And like, why would I be a drug dealer when I could say no, harness my focus on my life path and my energy towards the direction where I would thrive at and be a business owner. But the thing about life path numbers is not only are these things that you're necessarily good at, but just like you said, we're fighting battles here on earth, right? So we're fighting these battles on earth. as to know where the Most High will assign us to our next level. And then once we get good at whatever it is that we're supposed to do, i.e. your life path number, like it's number one is a leader. Okay, so the Most High puts me in a position with employees who don't come to work on time, with challenges in my business, with all kind of shit that's a fail in leadership by me. Okay, and with this fail in leadership, it's making me become a better leader. It's making me be able to having to say, wait a minute, now I got to lead this thing before it all falls apart. He's challenging me to push me to be the leader that he created me to be. If
I
indeed,
understand you more now.
yeah,
Because like I told you before, I didn't have witchcraft put on me.
Right.
So I'm very careful about what I do, very particular.
right, as you should be though, you know.
And to tie it all in, remember earlier today, so like you said, the Hebrew name, right?
Mhm.
My name is Angelaheanacho. I got that from my African brothers that I'm in business with.
Mhm.
And that literally goes back to the day I was born. That literally was, so I said it to an elder, they'll know exactly what day I was born. Which also goes back to the life path number, and that's actually the same exact thing. So it's certain tools that are here. So I always heard this school of thought of if two people tell you the same thing that don't know each other, they tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So my life path number confirmed what my African friends said about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a lot of things we don't know. It's a lot of knowledge that we don't know. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the Bible says we fail for lack of knowledge. So it's a lot of things we don't know. So I just learned something, which I'm going to
Yeah.
into.
Oh yeah.
And then
And something that you taught me today was that like the Most High knows at your vulnerable points.
Yes.
When you say, man, I want to talk to my mom, because like, man, I miss my mom. My mom passed away when I was 11, and like, you know, like I just want to know where she at. You know, what's going on? Have you been watching over me? Are you around? You know, how you doing? You know, and all of those things. And so like it's not that I want to disrespect the Most High at all, but you just really miss your people, you know, and he knows that. And but I do have that reverence to say, well, wait a minute, maybe God don't want me to do that, so you know, maybe stay away, you know. But it's a battle. It's a battle.
Let me ask you this: you ever dream about her?
I dream. Well, not all the time, but I have. When she passed away, like her first visit with me was for sure a visit. It wasn't a dream. It was.
I was going to just tell you, that was a visit. When you have dreams about your mom, that's her visiting you.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, my mom came and kicked it with me in a dream probably maybe a week after she passed. I don't know how. It was soon. It was really soon. And she told me she had to go in the dream. Like, I remember it like it was yesterday. And this was in 1986. She was like, I got to go now. And I was telling my mom, like, no, I didn't want her to go. And she said, yeah, you know, it's cool. And that was it. But I done had, you know, plenty of dreams over the years. But that particular dream was real. Markel, when he died, that night, Markel came and seen me. We was in a pool party. And my brother that I said passed away at my store. That night, me and my son, man, we was just devastated by this, right? So we slept in our basement that night, you know, me and him together. And my son at this point was probably maybe 14, 15, you know, somewhere around in there. And he came to me. We was in my dream, we was at a pool party. And I was crying in my dream. I'm like, Markel, I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry that this shit happened, you know. He said, I'm straight. I said, I was getting ready to go on. He cut me off and said, I'm straight. That was it. He did not say it to me in a mean way. He wasn't upset with me. He told me I'm straight.
How did you feel after that?
I felt relieved.
There you go.
I felt relieved. It was a for real. That was it. Like, I am 100% sure that was Markel giving me that closure to say,
That's it.
coupled with the fact that when he was passing away, he started smiling to the point where I asked him, was he playing? Dreamed about him that night. He came straight to me. I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My brother Tay, I want to ask you about dreams too, because I got the coldest situation with my brother Tay. Now check this out. My brother was in Cleveland Clinic. This is my soulmate. Like, period. Like, I want to be like this person, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He done taught me so much game, man. How I approach a lot of things is from his big brother with me. So, I was asleep, and I had a dream that I went and got him from the hospital. I took a bunch of the kids. I had a basketball program, and his son played with my program, and so it's like we all went up to go get him, and I had a van. I went to go pick him up in my dream, and so no more than 10 minutes after I woke up, he called me. And I was like, what's up, bro? What's going on? He was like, man, nothing. He said, bro, I just now had a dream, bro, that you came to get me, bro. I said, what? He said, man, yeah, bro, I was trying to tell him to hurry up and let me go because you was coming to get me on Sunday, bro. You was coming to get me, and that was the day. I said, damn, you had a dream I was coming to get you? He said, yeah. I said, when? He said, man, damn, bro, about like 10 minutes ago. What? I said, bro, I just dreamed that I came to pick you up just now to get you out the hospital. I said, bro, when did you dream it? Like, I had to make sure that I was on point. I said, when did you dream this? He said, bro, I swear about like 10 minutes ago. We had the same dream about the same subject at the same time. Unbelievable.
That's uncanny.
That is, it is. And that don't happen. That's not a normal thing to happen.
That's a soul tie.
That's the soul, yeah. Y'all got soul ties.
After he passed away, he done came and chopped it up with me a few times. Like, my bro come and see me. But like one time I was feeling bad, you know what I'm saying? And he knew that I was kind of sad in the dream, and I was like, damn, bro, I was about to say something. And then he was like, man, my room's sweet. in the dream, right? And I'm like, damn, your room's sweet. I said, damn, what you got in your room? Now, you got to know my brother, like, man, like, he's the best person in the world, but sometimes he got short patience with shit, or he just, like, he like, who you talking to, right? So I was like, I said, damn, what you got in your room? He was like, shit, nigga, I got the same shit in my room that you got in your room, nigga. I was like, what? Like, but he was letting me know, chill. Same thing with Markel. Chill.
Right.
Chill.
We don't want you feeling like that if we're good. That's what they're saying.
That's exactly what he told me, straight up. So that's my experience with dreams. But what are dreams?
Dreams, let me tell you what dreams are business. Now, we have some dreams. I'm not going to say all dreams are business.
Yeah.
But the majority of dreams, when family is coming to you, those are business. And sometimes they come to let you know something, that's in your life that's good, or that, hey, remember me, I'm still here. I'm letting you know, I know since you feeling sad, I'm still here.
Yeah.
To uplift you. I have an aunt who comes to give me lottery numbers, and they come out. She knows when like if I'm a little on cash, she'll come give me a lottery number, and I go play that here.
And when?
Now, I mean, it's like I might not hit that day, but 2-3 days later, I know I said 3 days, the number's gonna come out in 3 days.
Right.
And it might not come the same way.
Yeah.
But that depends on,
Yeah.
Now, if you ask a Christian, they'll say, oh, that's wrong, you ain't supposed to do that. You ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yeah. Man, I agree.
But that's how dreams operate. And then you know, you gotta know how to navigate in your dreams also, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you sound like y'all be having a conversation like, you know, it just be right there on point, you know, and then they be trying to tell you, yeah, look, I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
like people normally talk to you.
Yeah.
That's to bring up, that's to bring your spirits. They feel you. Can't nobody tell me people just die and don't come back. And
Yeah.
you don't feel them when you don't see them.
Right.
You know, they might not come and sit at the table like me, like we were doing. But they come back and check on their loved ones now. And they'll come back also. I'm gonna tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, like, we back in the spirits, when evil spirits is around,
Mm-hmm.
I believe the family comes back. Oh, they can't bother you because they still there. They're not gonna let them hurt you no kind of way either.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
like some people believe in ancestors coming back and all that. Well, I believe that too because I done had some experiences with that. I'm telling you, I'm gonna let y'all know when my book come out.
Yeah. I definitely want
Sure, yeah,
to want to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
For real, like
I'm telling you, it's a lot.
yeah, dreams
Put
are
in the
really
part
cool.
where you moonwalked around when you got a spell put on you because you did some good tap dancing on this.
Ooh, I'm telling you, that was.
Tell us
It
what
was
happened.
really.
Tell us what happened.
I just told you, you start out.
You good. She's good at dancing. It's the best dancer we had on this show.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm telling you. You know, look, I knew nothing. Even though I grew up in Louisiana, I knew my auntie names. They did witchcraft and spells. I never believed in it. I thought that was hocus pocus. I didn't believe in it.
Right.
I didn't think it would ever happen. And then by me being a child of God, I really didn't think it would happen to me.
Right.
You know, but it did, and I didn't know it at first. I didn't know somebody would be that horrible to do something like that to somebody.
Right.
Especially people you knew,
Yeah.
or people that was in your family or around you.
So what do you do if someone puts a spell on you?
Okay, the first thing you could
I'm
fast.
concerned somebody maybe have put a spell on me before.
I felt like that too.
You'll feel it.
But I mean,
But
do they
the
have to
most
take it off of you for it to go away, or will it leave on its own, or what?
No, if you feel like someone has put a spell on you, that's when you really go to God and you really talk to Him, and then you might even have to fast because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that's the only thing that drives some spirits away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is fasting.
Right.
Yeah. So if you feel that way, then you may want to fast. You may want to pray a little bit more. You know,
Yeah.
because it's just gonna
Fast.
press you. It ain't gonna press you.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
It
it's
puts
just
pressure on you
pressure.
to make you make a
A
brash
wrong
decision.
move.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, that was good. You are the one, man.
She is the one.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Mhm. So I had one time me and Marmar, we went to Cincinnati and we talked to this lady who said that she was gonna, just kind of give us some insight, give us a reading, right? And she said that a lot of the things that she said that would happen for me in the future kind of unfolded, and it was all right, But then she did say that she felt like she seen some type of like just dark energy around me that wanted to attach themselves to me, and she said that she don't know if it came from another lifetime or another cycle. So kind of two questions, like if you have, well, you said go to the Most High and you pray it away, or you can fast and get it off of you in that manner. But with life cycles and these soul ties and all of these things, do you think that that's real, or no? We hear one time and then that's it.
Remember, I said I I don't believe in reincarnation, but I do feel myself at times when I a premonition, a deja vu, and I'm like, I feel like I was here before.
Yeah.
And I never really got into it too much. You know? So I really can't. My opinion is, I don't think we was here. If it was anywhere, it wasn't here.
Yeah.
It was a similar situation somewhere else.
Yeah, it could be somewhere else, but it definitely was not here. And I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm not really sure of that.
Yeah.
You know, I can only say what I'm sure of. If I thought I was somewhere else, really in a lifetime, I really want to know where and who and what. You know, so I don't let my mind go that far because that drives people crazy.
So can you cure our friend Beanut of his heathenism today? Live? Like he coming back. He been wanting you to heal him this whole time.
Oh, you been wanting some healing?
No.
I'd have to have a counseling section with this one. I'm telling you, this one right here.
See, you know me.
His ways. He ain't about to give, y'all.
Oh, see?
Y'all can forget it.
Read me.
He already ready. Look at him. He like, I'm gonna do it in my time.
Give her a point. Give her that point up. Look
at his face.
Give her that point. Give her that point. Look.
Hey, you know what, though? I would like to have a counselor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So we can set that up, man.
Okay.
So speaking of which, how do people get in contact with you if they need a reading, if they need, spiritual guidance, if they gotta get these spirits off of them?
Okay. I'm gonna set up my Facebook page again because I got another phone. I want to get off Facebook for a little while. I'm gonna set that up again under my name. And I also have my cards that I'm gonna leave with you guys. So and then I'm gonna have them passed out. But I'm just now getting started because, like I said, I had to make sure this was what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
And I'm ordained to do this. God can kick me out there, so hey. I appreciate all the witchcraft they put on me because I know how to fight.
Ooh.
Well, I definitely want to help you too. Like, even if we could set up, like for you to come in, once a certain period of time. So maybe if it's like every other week or just have something.
The young queens.
And have people call the show. And then you could offer them advice as to how to get out of situations that they're in if they're feeling like something happened to them. Because so many people want to be just cleansed of whatever funk that they're in. And then, however that let's look at it from a skeptical point of view and say that the things that you do aren't a science to work, okay?
Right.
All right. But if you tell Peanut great information in order how to relieve himself from these things that are troubling him, and he believes that with confidence and faith, it'll manifest for him that these things will go away.
That's it.
So as long as we can help people feel better about the chances that they have in front of them, I think that we're doing a great service at that point, man. And Peanut, go ahead with your question.
Burn them over here.
Yeah, I see you.
So I gotta ask you about the crystals and the burning of the sage, then. How do you feel about the crystals, like women?
Oh, somebody wants you to do a reading for them right now.
Oh, wow! I will call it. How do you feel about crystals and burning of the sage?
Okay.
Burning of the sage to ward off evil energy and things like that.
Okay, well, see that's according to their faith.
Okay.
If that's what helps them and relieves them, I don't believe in crystals. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's too many witches that use crystals.
Okay.
There's too many witches that use sage. But if this is the way they was brought up or whatever, and they're not gonna change, the power is not in the sage. It's not in the crystals. The power is in the belief. You know what I mean? And if it's a righteous faith, it'll come right then.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. You know what?
We over here itching. I need y'all to
Go. You know I'm right.
I think we got a call getting ready to come.
This is a Beanut podcast right here.
It is. But I gotta go. I just left my phone. I left my phone for a reason.
Oh, did you, bro?
He's a king of losing leaving his phone.
There we go. Nice.
Let's see.
Nice.
Legendary People Podcast, Legendary Stories. Go ahead. Who am I speaking with? You bet. Okay, how you doing, Miss Robin? How you doing, Miss Robin?
I'm sitting here watching you guys, and I find it very interesting. So my question was, I know that there's a difference between psychics and also between people that believe that they're spiritual guidance. And so I'm assuming that what's her name? I can't see what her name is. Okay, that she is more of a spiritual guidance by her listening to her.
I hear
I want to know, can she do a reading or spiritual guidance on someone that calls her right on the spot? Like I'll call them right on the spot.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I can, at this point, I can give you advice.
Okay.
Okay, because see, I have to be face to face with you. Because I got to look at you and I got to, know who and what spirit I'm dealing with. You know, because it's too many spirits.
I just, because I know that there's, when you talk, you hear people say that there's a difference between a psychic because they go a little further.
Yeah, I don't do all that psychic stuff though. Mine's is godly.
But I wanted to know.
Okay.
What she said?
What she said was because like she's watching it. So you know what? You will be perfect to come in to get a reading, because.
But does she got a question?
Do you have a question at this point, Miss Hope?
So we can ask her a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can ask me a question.
She said she couldn't see me. She needed to see me.
Well, you can ask me questions. That's what I said. You can ask me questions. But if you said a reading, I have to have your body language. I don't do the readings. What I do is I test the spirit. Okay, and then I let you know from the spirit, because I'm not a psychic.
That's sweet.
Okay, so then the question would be, what do you see for my future?
That's a reading. You listen. Let me tell you something. I can hear in your voice that you need something right now. Okay, because you're going so fast. I want to know. Listen, what do your mind tell you that's gonna happen in your future? Because see, I don't know you. What your mind tells you.
But see, the reason why I'm asking, because you're saying I'm talking fast, so let me slow down for you.
Yeah.
What I'm asking is because this is what you do. I've been watching, so this is what you do. So the question was, you said that when I said, what do you see for my future, you said that that's more of a reading, but what I was saying is that when you go to church, you go up for prayer, they prophesy over you.
Yeah, they prophesy over you. When you go up for prayer, they prophesy over you. Only thing I'm saying is, I'm not looking at you. I can hear your voice, and I hear that you want to know something, in your voice. I don't, I've never seen you before. I don't know nothing about you. That would be into the psychic. They say, oh, you're going to have a great future. I'm not going to tell you that. Only thing I'm going to tell you is whatever you're searching for, search within first. And then come and see me, and then I can take you there.
But me personally, if I was to search for myself, then I don't need to go to anybody. You're telling
Okay,
me
yeah. Sometimes we do need people, even if we're searching ourselves because we don't have the answers. That's why we need people. We don't have all the answers. And this is not a debate. I just hope your future goes well. And if you need anything, like I said, I'm not a psychic. I don't know. I hear your voice. I feel you. I probably want to know some things too, but that's not how it works. And I'm not going to prophesy to a person that I don't know, then I become a lie. I don't know nothing about you. And I'm not a psychic. But
I have, sorry for interrupting you, but
you
I've
didn't
met
interrupt me,
people
sir.
before, and God has used me to speak upon them, and I don't even know them. So I was just only asking because I'm watching the show, and then, like they're saying, you can make an appointment to talk to you or to see you, but I don't know. I just know that most
okay. Well, this is like just a bit different, honey. Like I said, I like to tell the truth. I'm not going to be telling you something that's just going to make you feel good or make you feel bad. That's just not who I am. And yeah, we having discussions. If you was here, I'd have a discussion with you. I'm not professing to be something that I'm not.
Okay, so can I ask one last question that I'm going to get off? So when you said that you're not professing to be something that you're not, so you're professing to be...
I'm a spiritual counselor. I can tell you how to get witchcraft off of you. I can direct you to God. Okay, and I can also, if God lays something on my heart at that time to tell you, you best believe it's gonna be on point. It's gonna be right there. You know, and that's God don't work like the world, honey. He don't work like the world works. The world works like that. Well, he don't. It's at any time. It's at any time, God, like, it could be a person across the street. If he lays something on my heart to go talk to that person about it, so a point, it's exactly what it is. You know, and if he haven't laid anything on my heart to say to you, then I'm not going to just tell you anything.
And that's true, and that's how it should be. Yes, because if you're a spiritual
That's
person,
right.
when
I
you know
wouldn't do that to you.
somebody,
That's right.
and it's somebody, yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
That's fine. I just was wondering because if you're watching. Okay.
I'm glad you watched.
Man, thank you for calling, Robin. That was good. That was
Let's talk
solid.
about it. Let's talk about it. So, love you, Queen.
That's good. Bye.
So I want to ask you, what is the meaning of life?
That's my first question that I got right here. What is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? I think life is some of the things, is what you can make of it and what you can't make of it. Then you just put it in God's hands. I mean, it's a lot of meaning to life, but
Do you got cards already? Or are we making them?
yeah, I have cards.
Okay.
So, like I
I think
said,
that's
I'll pick it up for you. I'll take a picture of it and I can send it to you. All right, cool.
We'll put it in the group.
Yeah,
We got you for sure.
okay. All right. But yeah, I think that's, and everybody was put here for a purpose and a reason. Everybody. We got the wheat and we got the tares. So you're going to either be a wheat or you're going to be a tare. And like we were saying, God, He knows, even from the foundation of the world, what we was going to do and what we was going to be. We already discussed that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to draw what it took me a long time. A lot of trials and tribulation. For me to even come in, I would be shy to speak and talk. And God, like, you're going to do what I tell you to do, either one way or another. Either you're going to suffer through it until you do it,
Yeah.
or you're going to do it and we're going to go through it and you're going to be okay, you know.
So, is our life purpose tied to our talents?
It could be. That's a good thing. It could be. It's tied to us, period, because God put something in you that fitted just you. Now it's up to you to distinguish what that is with Him. You know, because that's just like going to a job you don't like, and you know, this ain't for you. But if you go to a job that you love and it's not like people say work no more, then and you get a good feeling and you're helping somebody through it. Excuse me. And you're helping somebody through it. You know, good days every day, but you're gonna know what you feel comfortable in. You know, and that's gonna make you love God even more. That's gonna make you thank Him even more. You know, so basically that's what life is.
I love that answer. I really do love that answer.
Nah, you know what I like? I like just the realness of when Robin called, because I don't know, man, something is refreshing about someone saying, I don't know. And that's where honesty lies. I mean, and it lies there a lot.
Where honesty lies.
Yeah. Well, the real wise person says, I don't know a lot.
Right.
When asked about philosophy, when asked, I mean, our answer should almost be, my perspective is such and such and such and such. or I don't know, but I believe. These are how questions should normally be answered, not spoken. Well, yeah, spoken as fact. Spoken as fact. But when she called, you know, I think that I think you probably had a connection for her, but just wasn't all the way certain about it, because you was hearing her voice. It was a little frantic. It was a little and Robin has so much stuff going on. Her wanting to know what the future holds for somebody who is like Robin is extremely talented. She's a leader. She has a lot of people who believe in supporting her, and she's a kingmaker. She's a queen maker, right? And so her anxiety about her future is much like mine. I hear myself in her talking. I hear what's going to happen with me. Like right now, oh shit, business is slow. Man, am I going to lose all this shit? Or am I going to bounce back? Am I going to rebound? Do I got a spirit on me? Is something happening to me? But right. And that's the real answer. But you're saying is, here are some ways that you can find out. Pray, fast, meditate, look deep within yourself. The answer, Robin has the answer to her own. And what Robin said was, I don't really need anybody else. But you needed her to tell you to look within. And that in itself is the answer to all of your questions. You sit in silence and you look within. Yeah.
I realize
Yeah.
that's how it has
But it's people, it's Robin is a type. She is the leader, man. She's a captain, you know? And she wants to make sure that she's highly intelligent. She's philosophical. All of the things that we look for. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And she's done a whole lot. And when somebody is doing a whole lot, they want to make sure that they're going in the right direction, especially when you're going fast. You could be going fast in the wrong direction. And she wants to make sure and make for certain that she's not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Go fast, the bars will start fasting.
Fasting. So, Robin, like, man, I think the queen answered your question without giving you the answer you wanted to hear. She gave you the real answer that you already know yourself. But sometimes our right answers need validation from someone else to know that we're on the right path, which is to look deep within yourself. You look yourself in the mirror, and what's going to happen in your future, Robin, is wonderful things that you manifest for yourself with vision, act, next you attract. You know, with the acting of all the things that you visualizing for yourself, Queen.
Absolutely.
Podcast coming soon. Real Talk with Robin. That's in your future. Is it on Wednesdays? Well, that's your future right there. Y'all about to crank that if they haven't done it yet. More views on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. Man, we can wrap it.
Yeah, man. So Smith, you gonna pay some bills or we?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, everybody, make sure that you follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification on Facebook. On YouTube, and so you can get alerted every time.
Point.
Oh, yeah, he got to get a point for him.
Well, let me take a page from Robin. That's okay. I got a lot of points here. Take these little punk ass. Take these little punk ass points. Robin said, "Space, you took a point from me." She said, "That's okay. I got a lot of points." So, that's out of the book of Robin. But you guys, come and see us at T-Shirt Kings, man. We giving out stuff that's going to help people. We really want to put in this whole service to man type philosophy, man. That's what T-Shirt Kings is. It's a business where we want to make money from helping others. You know what I mean? In whatever way. So if you come in and you feeling a bad way, you lost somebody, you want a memorial shirt to remind you of the good times, to pick you up, that's what we're going to do for you. You need a shirt for your business to represent and grow your business, we're going to make that for you. Even if you need some goals to smile a little bit more, we will get that for you. Okay, so T-Shirt Kings, Gold for Your Mouth, and Camera Kings, come through and see what we do. We at 4301 North Main Street. Now, my brother Peanut Johnson is in this same type of mindset and philosophical type of direction, right, where he teaches you how to make money from selling stocks, investing your money in the right thing. You guys, selling dope is a trap, we understand that.
Yeah.
So now we're, instead of doing that, we're gonna make money another way that's legit. You get to stay home with your family, sell stocks, not dope, every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel at 8 p.m. on YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe to that, and then tap in and tune in to Peanut Johnson's Sell Stocks Not Dope every Sunday. Cheeks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. If you're ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some Kiara wine, contact Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. TheShopArea.com is like the baby Amazon, from the store to your door, and for delivery is always free. All right, you guys, make sure that y'all come through and check us out, man. We are here.
How's in the metaverse, man? Someone how's in the metaverse?
Come and see us in the metaverse, you guys, in the Horizon world. Now I believe I'm building a alt space VR world. Peanut's got a world that's getting ready to open up in Horizon. And so, man, I got Gold for Your Mouth in the metaverse, where your characters are going to be wearing T-shirts custom, and they can already wear grills and jewelry and stuff like that in our store. So we setting it on fire, man. You can follow us on Instagram, Gold for Your Mouth Meta, and then Dapper Dashes is Peanut on the metaverse.
Yeah.
And that's about it for all of the plugs, man.
Metaverse promoter, man. Like, feel me? I'm in there.
What's the girls show? What is the Queen's Conversation?
The Queen's Conversation.
And that's gonna be tomorrow at 7:30. You got
God.
Jade and Destiny, and then
Man,
Jay.
They're about to talk about that Roe versus Wade being overturned. They're about to talk about some celebrity stuff.
Oh, we gonna talk. Where is Roe versus Wade? That's the abortion.
Yeah.
Definitely want to talk
Check
about
into
that.
That's gonna be.
I want to be a part of that discussion, man. You know. Vote Angelina Jackson for Common Please Judge coming November. We're gonna make sure that we keep it in your mind. She won yesterday, and she'll be back on the podcast to, tell
her
us
victory lap, baby.
Take her victory lap. Yep, and that's for sure. And then, so that's that. And then, Queen, we want you to take us out with words of wisdom. Yeah.
Is this your camera right here?
Yep.
Oh, is this my camera?
Yeah, that's your camera.
Well, the word of wisdom for the day is, think about yourself, think about others, love others, take care of each other, and hey, let's make this world a better place.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. P, what you got for me, bro?
Legendary People Podcast, legendary people, legendary stories. It's lit for y'all. Be a coward's not a victim. That's all people spend.